This is Amanda Kelder, and I coach women to thrive. Eat what I say, not what I eat. You want to talk about insanity? Insanity is trying to get a toddler to eat Brussels sprouts. Truest form of the definition. I have a client I adore. She was telling me how she wanted lunches to go a little smoother with her toddler and preschooler. Every day she would put all this pressure on herself to make lunches and dinners that her kids would eat. The issue was that she always wanted them to check off all the boxes of being healthy, i.e., what experts tell us we need to feed our kids so they don't shrivel up and die. This was causing her stress. She just wanted her children to eat well and grow strong. I think she believed it was solely on her shoulders if she didn't follow through, and she would mess up her kiddos. I asked her, "Did you eat healthy all the time growing up?" And she answered, "Well, no, but we know so much more than we do now." Yep, we do know more. We know more, but yet we are still so stressed out about it all. A lot of times I watch moms beat themselves up about feeding their children the perfect food. It has to be colorful, whole grain, no added dyes, no sugar, and of course, look like a circus on their plate so they eat it. I believe this comes from a place of fear and guilt. Fear that our kids will somehow develop some strange syndrome if we don't feed them good food all the time. Guilt comes when we break down and give them crackers and fake cheese when they won't eat anything else. Here's the thing. When we do things because of fear and guilt, we have good intentions, but our actions are not lining up with what we want or what our kids need. I see this all the time with potty training. Moms put so much pressure on themselves and their children to potty train at a certain age. They see that their friend's little one, that's the same age as their child, is potty trained. And all of a sudden that means that their child must need to be potty trained too now. They do not take into account if the child is actually showing signs of being ready or taking any interest in learning how to use a toilet. These are important first steps, moms. Classic case. Mom pushes it. The kid is kind of interested, but would rather play or watch Daniel Tiger learn to go to the bathroom. The kid pees all over the house the first day. The mom takes it in stride. The next day, though, the kid poops while sitting on the carpet. Mom loses it. She doesn't understand how this could be so hard. The kid is crying, the mom is crying and pouring a glass of wine. She's done for today. The third day, the kid doesn't want to sit on the toilet or even step foot in the bathroom. Mom digs in her heels. She bribes the child with everything under the sun. The child doesn't care. She is not giving up, though. She still puts underwear on that kid. There is pee everywhere again. Plus, now the kid found that poop is kind of like finger paint for the walls. You know how this turns out. In the end, everyone gives up until the memories of this awful time have been forgotten by the child. Moms never forget. Nothing was accomplished and the situation ended in frustration and defeat. This is the typical example of good intentions with bad reasoning behind it. Yes, it's good to potty train your child, but not because the neighbor 3 doors down said her child was completely potty trained, writing their first symphony and making a 5-course meal for the family by this age, i.e. the age of your child. Now let's go back to feeding your kids. If you want to pull out your hair because your child only eats saltine crackers and grapes, ask yourself these questions. Are they relatively healthy and at a healthy weight? What is your mood like during mealtime? What do you eat in front of them? If your kids are pretty healthy and are at a healthy weight, what is the worry? Kids' innate sense of hunger hasn't been screwed up yet. They may not eat the best food, but often they don't overeat, which is actually what gets the majority of us into trouble. What's the mood like when you feed the kids? Are you in a rush? Are you frustrated? Are you scolding and yelling at them? Are you being forceful and upset? Well, if you are, no worries. That can change. First, you just need to bring awareness to the fact that you're not helping the situation. Create an environment in which your kids actually do want to eat and listen to you. Last one is most important to remember. What do you eat in front of them? What example are you showing them? Do you have a vegetable at every meal? Are you gagging down the 100-calorie soup and then shoving your face with cookies 10 minutes later? Even if you think they do not see, they know. My kids are pretty good eaters. The 2 older girls actually pack their own lunches now. They know they need to bring a vegetable, fruit, and some sort of protein. My oldest will actually pack a salad for the main portion of her lunch. The middle loves bell peppers. My youngest was on a stint in which he would only eat carrots, literally all day long. Guess what? His bowel movements had a very orange hue to them. I know, TMI. But I'm going to have issues if I put Brussels sprouts or cucumbers on their plate. Here is the thing. They still see me eat all of these. I offer them every single vegetable I eat. And every once in a while, one of them will try a new thing or something they haven't in a while to see if they like it. Why? Because I'm eating it regularly. And they hear me say how good my body feels when I eat this way. They see me actually enjoy these foods. Kids do what you do, not what you say. Or, kids eat what you eat, not what you tell them to eat. So you want to take the stress out of meals? You want your kids to eat healthier? You want them to have more vegetables? You do it first. And do it consistently. Another thing, my kids eat chicken nuggets, grilled cheese, macaroni and cheese, pizza, and everything else your kids do. They actually eat these quite regularly. But I don't stress about it. Doesn't bother me one bit because most of the time they ask for some green beans to go with it. They know it will make them feel better if they eat the good stuff. For me, that's the most important lesson I can teach them about food. Are you struggling with meal planning? Do you just dread figuring out what to feed your family? I got you covered. Grab my free 20-minute Thriving Mom Meal Planning Guide to plan like a pro.